I wanna visit all the places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs. I wanna make moves, call the shots like the boss. I wanna love like I never lost.
Welcome back to Desertwood Days, and I am here with the lovely April Ann. Hello there, beautiful.
Hi.
How have you been?
Been good. It's been a while though.
Yes, it has. Yeah. And I see there's some new things going with you right now.
Yeah, I've branched out with my entertainment, I guess.
Yes, and we're going to talk about that today. But first, I'd like to first welcome you.
Thank
it's
you.
Such a pleasure. But when did you decide to get into the music industry?
So my father was a musician.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was a percussionist and played guitar and harmonica. And so it was always something in our household. And I just came out of the womb playing music and singing. And when I was very young, I wanted to pursue it as a career beyond singing on my bed with a hairbrush to Cyndi Lauper.
Oh. So when I first met you, we were at an event together. Can't remember the name of it at the moment. And you told your story about things that had happened in your life. And I don't know, I'm sure if you remember what that was about. And what I want to know is, did music help you to get through that?
Yes, music has kind of been my savior in a lot of ways, and it was a friend when I had absolutely nobody else in my life. So yes, it's helped me find my path, helped me pay bills.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, and found a way for me to express myself in a healthy manner.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's always good to pay the bills first off, but to stay healthy.
Yes.
And that's a lot of things some of my other guests have spoken about, is being healthy and healing yourself. And pretty much it's been through their work.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we're pretty consistent with staying that way and saying and talking about the healing and how it affects us in our work. So that's awesome. That is awesome. Many say music is good for the soul. How did music help you is what we just talked about, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
But do you really believe that saying that music is good for the soul?
I think so. And I teach voice and piano still by day. And it breaks my heart that it's no longer in schools as much.
I know.
And it affects people so much differently because they don't know how to express themselves or to get out that emotion that they feel almost embarrassed by, where it's an outlet to be angry and happy and sad and on cloud nine and the bluest you could be. And music gives you that okay to have all the range of emotions.
I totally agree with that. I remember as a kid, I think the first instrument I took home, they allowed you to take the instruments home back then, was a clarinet.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was the flute. Okay, well, me and the flute didn't get along. So I moved to the clarinet.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was my buddy after that.
Mm-hmm.
I felt good. I felt like I was someone.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see that is a very huge part that's missing with our children, is being able to have the arts and the music in school.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And it also works different parts of the brain and communication skills that, could help them.
Right, right. And that was something I was reading on, that music helps to stimulate the brain.
Mm-hmm.
So have you ever, with all that you've gone through and been in the music industry and with the new added things that you have in your business, have you ever worked with any of the schools or spoke with anyone about children and how this really affects them not having that?
So years ago, I used to volunteer at lower income schools that couldn't afford to have private lessons because I did violin for 14 years.
Oh.
So I would go there and teach music to those kids. But then as budgets and changes have allowed, now schools aren't thrilled with like strangers being on their campus.
Right.
And it's now just more of a private sector where you go and find somebody to do private lessons with, which makes it tough, and kids don't really want to practice anymore. They just want to like pick it up and be amazing,
Right.
which we all would love, but that's not
Right.
how anything that requires, time works. And so it's becoming harder, and COVID impacted that majorly because
Right. Right.
kids don't want to come and get lessons anymore. They found, I had some that was doing it through FaceTime, but it's really hard to tune a voice when it's cutting out.
Right.
Yeah.
So, April, you're a musician. You're a singer.
Mm-hmm.
You play the piano,
Yes.
and you started something new. Tell us about that.
So I'm an aerialist. So I've been doing that for about 4 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
How did that start?
It actually came from a music gig. I got hired to sing at a studio's party as a musician, and part of my payment was free aerial lessons. And within 2 days, there was a silk in my house, and now I'm performing professionally.
Wow. Wow. You brought us a clip today, right?
I did.
Let's
yeah.
take a look at that. Wow. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And how long have you been doing this now?
A little over 4 years now.
Oh my goodness. That is amazing. So, is there plans to combine the two?
There is in the future. It's a little tricky with the whole breathing thing.
Okay. Be able to get that all together.
Yeah, because I have to figure out, like, can I find movements that I can still sing steady without having to be gasping for air as I move? Or if you move certain positions, it can shift it. So almost like when you're walking, how you have to have that smooth, but instead, like, you're flipping around an apparatus.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So how long did it take before you got to that point where you felt like you were at that stage where I can go do this in front of other people?
So I'd been doing it for about 3 years when my husband and some friends were like, you should try this, student showcase at a circus school. And so I didn't feel worthy. I almost left on the first day because I was like so nervous. And by the end of it, I got asked to close the performance. So I got a huge I told you so from my husband.
Oh.
And then I really started just polishing and refining. And that was one of the positives that came out of the lockdown for me is I spent all that time training.
Wow.
Yeah. And
That's
so I
great.
could really go out and pursue it more professionally. And this year I opened my own small little aerial studio in the backside of my house. And
Well, congratulations.
thanks.
And this lockdown caused people to see other skill sets that they were missing or they've always wanted to do. So they
Mhm.
have that opportunity. So that's awesome.
Thank you.
So is this becoming a big thing? You see a lot of people getting into being an aerialist?
So there's different sides, and my studio, it's divided. So you have like aerial yoga and restorative. So like sometimes you're just floating at knee height and it's really relaxing, and I have sound bowls and kind of have you very zen. And then there's the circus side, which is more the performance side. And so there's different styles that appeal to people.
Oh,
Yeah, so it kind of just depends on what you're looking for, but I offer kind of both, which is nice.
okay, I'm a big girl now. I don't know if I can get up on that thing.
Oh, easily. They hold up to 1,200 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My.
Yeah. I've had a gentleman that was like 6'5" and a big dude, and he did just fine.
Wow. So you're training also?
I have students, so
Oh.
like clients, we call them students, like
Okay.
in a yoga studio type environment. But yeah, I have clients that can be all ages, and I have a man in the 60s that takes lessons from me. So yeah,
Oh,
any
wow.
size, any age, doesn't matter.
Oh my. So do people go and take this for just for working out or
Some do.
okay.
Yeah, some do. Some do it because, like me, they want to run off and join the circus, you know. But some do it just purely for the
You want to
exercise.
run off and join a
Oh,
circus?
absolutely.
Can I go?
Yes, yes. I have peacocks now. We can totally make this happen.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that's amazing. And once you get that breathing thing together and
Yeah.
combine them, you let me know because I want to see that.
I definitely will.
So, do you have any new projects you're working on? Anything coming up?
I do have like a small fundraiser that I'm doing where I'm actually singing and doing aerial, but not together.
Uh-huh.
And then I got cast as an aerialist for the Gold Rush Music Festival.
Congratulations.
Thanks. That was a huge like pat on the back for me to get kind of a big gig like that.
Right.
And then I have like student showcases. I'm actually after here I'm filming a competition video.
So, where can our audience find you?
You can find me either at April Ann Music or Skylark Studios AZ.
Sounds great. It was such a pleasure having you here
Thank
today.
you so much.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us today on Desertwood Days, and we will see you next time.